Welcome, watercolor artists. Today I want to talk to you about Holbein's Mars Violet, which I walked into Jerry's a couple days ago, and I told myself I'm not going to buy any more paints, and of course I walked out of there with a tube of paint. I really did not have to buy this, but I did. Anyways, what intrigued me about this color is that it's actually made of 3 colors. So it's called Mars Violet, but it's made of PV23, which is dioxazine violet, PBR7, which is burnt sienna, and PR101, which is red iron oxide. Now, whenever you get a color that's made of 2 or 3 different pigments, technically what can happen on the piece of paper is it will separate. So what I started here with is I did a wash from dark to light. Now, this color is a really kind of red-brown mass tone. It's very thick. It's kind of semi-transparent when it's dark, but of course, if you water it down enough, you can get to be transparent. When it's thick in the dark stages and the mid-values, you can really start to see the 3 colors kind of separate in the piece of paper. And then for the second test here, what I wanted to do is I just kind of wanted to get just a flat mid-value wash of the color to see what happens in those midtones. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting down the color here, and I'm trying to get it even across the whole the surface of the paper. And then what I'm going to do is wick up those big puddles here so I don't get unintentional blossoms. I want to control these blossoms right now. Then I'm going to come back into here. I'm going to come back into here when it dries just a little bit more and drop water on top. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if I can get these 3 colors to separate. Now, when you have something that's made of 2 or 3 colors, the pigments have a tendency to soak into the paper at different times. So sometimes you can control what happens with the colors. Now, I know dioxazine violet is a very strong staining purple color. That soaks into the paper very quickly, but the burnt sienna and the red iron oxide should sit on top of it. So what I was doing was I was just coming back into here, drying the paper in a few places, dropping more water into it just to see what happens with those blossoms. You can't kind of control blossoms. You just have to be careful. You have to paint flat on the table and then just drop water into it and kind of see what happens. And sometimes it takes 5 or 6 minutes for you to get like real effect, because parts of the paper are going to dry and then the water will creep back in and you'll start to see those colors separate. And I'm just looking at it now and trying to figure out what's going on with these colors. It does create some interesting separation effects. For this third test, what I'm doing here is I'm coming into here and I'm trying to make a light value wash across the whole thing here and see what happens with the water blossoms with the light value wash. When you put down the piece of paper, it looks a little bit more purple, but then it dries a little bit more of a browner color. Now I'm coming into here and I'm dropping some more water on top of it, trying to control those water blossoms and see what happens here. Mainly just trying to see if I can create separation between the violet, the sienna, and the red iron oxide. Don't do too much. That's the hardest thing, because you want to start just throwing way too much water down and you'll just flood the paper, you'll kill it. All right, now for this final test, I don't usually do this. I wanted to see how strong of a staining color this was, because it does have dioxazine violet, which is a very strong staining color. So what I did is I put down some tape on the first test that I did, and I burnished the tape so water doesn't creep underneath it. Then I'm coming in here with a flat brush, 1/2-inch flat brush, and I'm scrubbing the surface of the paper, seeing if much of the color comes off. Now you're going to see that this is kind of a staining color. And the reason why that is because the dioxazine violet does stain the paper a little bit. But this color appears to be mostly burnt sienna and red iron oxide, because a lot of the color does come off. You have some hints of the dioxazine violet that stay on the paper. You're not going to be able to get back to complete white, but pretty much just the purple is staining. The other 2 colors do come off the paper. So you can see here, this is the picture of it. It seemed to dry a little bit more of a kind of brownish tone at the very end. The color seems to blossom very well in the mid to dark tones, and it also is super granulating. This is an interesting color. I'm going to use it again in some paintings. If you enjoyed this content, please hit subscribe. I'll have more upcoming videos and tutorials soon. If you'd like to see more of my work, check out ryanfoxpainting.com. I'd like to thank you for being here. Good luck and happy painting.